Good afternoon to everybody. Thank you for your attention and your opportunity to me. Firstly, I want to introduce myself. My name is Dani Kusuma. Today, I want to present our research journal about the student weaknesses in solving the problem related to mathematical literacy. Firstly, I want to describe our research background. There is consists of four research background. This is firstly is the low ability student to solve problem related to everyday life, and then number two, low achievement of student in PISA test, especially aspect in mathematical literacy, and then number three is student have difficulty to understand the problem and meaning the problem. And then number four is the importance mathematical literacy in achieving a good mathematical skills to support life in 21st century. And then we continue to our research problem. Our research problem consists of two, and the firstly is the mathematical literacy. How difficulty student experience in dealing with problem related to mathematical literacy in daily life. And then number two is the problem solving process. How a student process in solving problem related to daily life in form of story problem or open ended problem. And then we continue to our literature review. We consist of four literature review. Firstly is mathematics, and then mathematics literacy. We know in mathematics literacy consists of three main process. This is formulate, interpret, and employ. And then we continue to the problem solving, and then to student weaknesses. And then in our research methods, we use a 30 student from 7th grade junior high school, student in Salatiga, and then we choose 3 students with lowest mathematical achievement from our test, and then we analyze this and have a depth interview to the subject. Our methods, our research methods is using descriptive qualitative research methods, and then our analysis data using triangulation consists of mathematical literacy tests, and then observation and interview to the subject. Our results, our research results is consists of three main process based on mathematical literacy. This is formulates, employ, and interprets. In formulate indicator or in formulate process, students have difficulties in process of formulating or shown the process of student understanding information in problem and realizing in the form of mathematics, or in PISA indicator called mathematizing. In formulate, students have a lot of problem to transform or convert information into mathematical forces or mathematical term. In this case, make students have difficulties or a problem to solve this main equation in this test. And then in employee, difficulties in employee process is caused by low mastery of mathematical concept by student. This causes student to be unable to solve problem because the concept is not mastered. In PISA indicator called of using symbolic, formal, and technical language and operation. We know in employee process is so important to student have a good or mastered in mathematical concept, because if student have not good in mathematical concept, he cannot apply this concept to solve this problem, and this is make some bad process to student to solve this mathematical literacy test. And then interpret process, the difficult experience in the interpretation process is the lack of thoroughness of student in the work process and the ability to read data is weak, resulting in inappropriate student work based on the PISA indicator subject in representation indicator. We know that it interprets some PISA tests using some diagram or some table that show a lot of data, and then student can understanding the meaning of the data. But when student cannot focus in this case and then cannot understand the main information of the data, student cannot fulfill or cannot solve this problem. And then our result of the research is our conclusion is based on the description that student mathematical literacy ability shown that difficulties experienced by students in mathematical literacy process case by understanding and habit in process of solving problem related to mathematical literacy. I think that's all from our presentation about our research journal. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon.